Coach Fran, how you feel 2 weeks out now?
Well, we've had a good first 2 weeks. We've got a lot done. Everything's installed. We got a lot of work of cleanup, but at least it's all in, and everybody's aware of it, and we've got a lot of things to improve on in the next 2 weeks. We'll practice tomorrow, and then give the players Monday off for the first day of school as their day off, and then Wednesday we'll probably start turning our attention, at least part of practice, to the first game.
Coach, 2 weeks in the fall camp, how healthy do you feel your team is right now?
Well, all of them are banged up right now. They're all sore. They're all banged up. We've lost Bryce Gunner for the year. He tore his knee up, so he'll miss the season. Jackson Hoskins has a knee deal that he's dealing with. We're hopeful that maybe we'll still get him back pretty quick. So Bryce is really the one we've lost. Now, you mentioned Stephen Eddings last night. I thought at our first press conference, were you at that?
At Media Day?
Yeah.
I was, yes, sir.
I thought I announced him that day along with Griffin and Cody Casey, but if I didn't, I probably should have told you. But those guys, we'll get Frankie back maybe about the 1st of October, middle of October, and Cody maybe about the same time. But Stephen tore his Achilles in June, and so he'll miss the season.
Yesterday you talked about finishing, and that's what you wanted to see from your guys. Did you feel like you saw that from them today?
Not well enough. Just to start. I've got them grinded pretty far down right now. Not as bad as other years because they came in good shape, and our schedule's been really awesome to try to get them back a little bit. But we need a day off. We need a light practice tomorrow. This wasn't a real long practice. We need some of those things to start letting people heal a little bit and get fresher legs. It'll take us clear through a week from Monday to start getting our legs back. I've done this long enough to know, but I also know that by the time we get on a plane to go to Tallahassee that Friday, that they'll have their legs back. I'll have that done. I know that. So we've been grinded down a lot farther before than we are now. We're not that far away right now from bouncing back. We just we've got, August camp aches and pains, and people slowed. I mean, if I started listing everybody, there'd be 20, 25 of them with sore ankles, sore thighs, sore this, sore that. But nothing that's going to cost us anybody over the long haul, just the things that you deal with. And, the strong, mentally tough find ways to practice with it, and the ones that aren't, they can't quite go, and it limits them. And when they get limited this time of year, then it's a hard way back.
With saying that you're going to try to lighten the guys' legs, start game planning for Florida State, does that mean that maybe some of the guys' roles you're starting to see exactly how that's all going to fit into place, or are you still doing that evaluation?
Well, Monday we'll have a long staff meeting as a coaching staff and talk about the direction of individuals and what we think at this point in time, at least for the first game. That can always change in the first month of the season, but we'll talk a little more in depth about who may redshirt now and who would be maybe a traveling redshirt, who's ready to play, who maybe is ready to play a little bit but not a lot, and then watch the next 10 days of practice or next week of practice to kind of see, if anything changes, one way or the other. Anything that we decide for the first game in that regard can change with good performance in practice. The newer guys are hopefully going to be better in October than they are in September. I'll give you an example. Our two backup tight ends, Chris French and Nick Lachette. Gabe Schrade's been out with a concussion for a few days, and so those guys have gotten a lot of work, but they're not game ready yet. We wouldn't want to have to play them many snaps in a game yet. They're uncertain of what they're doing, and Nick's been here for the 18, 19 practices we've had. Chris had the benefit of spring practice. He might be a little bit ahead of him, but neither one of them are confident enough to put him in a football game and try to beat an opponent